Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Vidya Agustina Asi, and now I will show you about basic proof technique. Okay, in basic proof technique, there are 4 fundamental proof techniques. The first technique is direct proof or proof by contradiction. The steps are assume that P is true and use P to show that Q must be true. The second technique is proof by contradiction. The steps are assume that P is true. Next, assume that the negation of Q is true. And the last, use P and the negation of Q to demonstrate a contradiction. The third, proof by induction. The steps are show that P1 is true. Assume that Pn is true for every n. And the last, show that this implies that Pn plus 1 is true. And the last technique is proof by contrapositive. If P then Q equivalent with the negation of P then the negation of Q. But in this video, I will show you about the example of direct proof and proof by induction. First is the example of direct proof. Okay, the question is prove that if 5n plus 3 is even number, then n is odd number. To prove, first, by definition, we have that odd number is equal to 2n plus 1, and even number is equal to 2n for n element of integers number. So we get 5n plus 3 equal to 5 times 2n plus 1 plus 3 equal to 10n plus 5 plus 3 equal to 10n plus 8 equal to 2 times 5n plus 4. We have that n element of integers number implies that 5n plus 4 is element of integers number 2. So let 5n plus 4 is equal to m. So we get that 2m. So it means that 5n plus 3 is even number with n is odd number is proven. Okay, the second is proof by induction. Okay, the question is proof that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus blah 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 until plus n equal to 1 over 2 n times n plus 1. The first step is let n equal to 1. So n equal to 1 over 2 n times n plus 1. We must to substitute the n with 1. So 1 equal to 1 over 2 times 1 plus 1. So we get 1 equal to 1 over 2 times 2. So 1 equal to 1. So for n equal to 1 is true. I'm sorry, this is typo. Okay, the next, let n equal to k. So we get that k equal to 1 over 2k times k plus 1. Assume that it is true. And the last, let n equal to k plus 1. So we get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus blah 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 until plus k plus k plus 1 equal to, we know that 1, this statement is equal to 1 over 2k times k plus 1. So we must to add with k plus 1 again. So we get k times k plus 1 plus 2k plus 1 over 2. So we get k plus 1 times k plus 2 over 2. So equal with 1 over 2 times k plus 1 times k plus 2. So we get 1 over 2 times k plus 1 times k plus 1 plus 1. And this is same with the given in the question. So for n equal to k plus 1 is true, because for n equal to 1 is true, n equal to k is true, and n equal to k plus 1 is true, so this statement is true. Okay, the next I will show you about drawing conclusion. Okay, the example of drawing conclusion, we have two premises. Premise 1, if today is rains, then Dina will eat meatballs. And premise 2, Dina doesn't eat meatballs. How to draw the conclusion? So let P is equal to today rains and Q equal to Dina eat meatball. So we get the premise 1 is P implies to Q and premise 2 the negation of Q. So with modus tollens, we have the conclusion is the negation of P. In a sentence, we can say that today is not rain. Next example about the draw conclusion. Proof with formal proof the validity of the following argument. We have two premise. Premise 1 is B implies to A, and premise 2 the negation of B implies to C, and we must to prove that the conclusion is A or C. The formal proof, first, we know that B implies to A, and with transposition law, we get the negation of A implies to the negation of B. And from the premise 2, we know that the negation of B implies to C. So from the argument of number 2 with number 3 with syllogism, we get the negation of A implies to C. The statement of number 4 with implication law, we know that A or C. So the conclusion is true. So the argument is valid. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.